Hi, Twinsters. It's me, just Lindsay again, and I come on the net through systems, peoples, seas, to this place, Collisions, New York. My format, Pigeon Warner. My my main mission is to piss and moan about stuff, but there's very little to really complain about in this episode of Reboot. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about the third episode of the first season of Reboot, known as The Quick and the Dead, which I always thought was like a full on Quick and the Dead, the movie The Quick and the Dead, but I think it is, but it deals more with the food rather than the federal government, which is kind of weird. Anyway, this episode is a lot. It's a like to go through. Now, there are many references, both pop culture and music in general. So, forgive me if I miss one or two of them. But this episode is a huge like to go to watch. Anyone that wants to see it. The we begin with Megabyte at Megabyte's tour to try to conquer the world again, get through the supercomputer. Now, he constructs a big tower. It's like a big rod, and it looks very phallic. And then on the tip of this is a big giant magnet, which he tried to bore his way through the big dome barrier on top of the mainframe city to try to get at the supercomputer, and he is kind of successful. Number one, I have two major questions for this. Where did Megabyte get the materials to build an actual magnet? And two, magnets are like the kryptonite to computers, like more or less like the devil to a computer. You don't go near a computer with a magnet. I found that very the hard way on a few occasions, but that's one thing you never do. And we see that in this episode, I think in another one where first gets attacked by a magnet. Is you see that the magnet has like a defect, a fragmentation effect on the person, or a sprite that comes in contact with it. Now, I'm kind of curious, how was Megabyte actually able to use this magnet unshielded in this pure world? That demands an explanation to see how he was able to do that. But and by the way, if you apply the, like I said, the shape of the magnet, magnet rod, if you will, and the boring metaphor into a big giant hole, into the big dome above the sea. Never mind. I'll leave that to your imagination. But Bob comes to save the day and to stop the evil magnet and collect it and then destroy it. And then you see Megabyte or Megs or MB as it's called, and he goes into he calls for his legs to come in, and they come in and transfer into them. I wish it was that easy to get into a working for legs, but he runs up the disabled let's call it like a green gun, for what the shape of it is. And he runs up like what he did in the first episode, clawing stuff like a wild animal. He even hisses like that when he feeds. But he runs up now. Bob uses glitch his icon his key tool on his wrist to disable it. Now he cuts off the power cables to the magnet to make it so that it doesn't work anymore. After being chased by some other microwave screens. But my question is, if he cuts the cable, then why does the main generator shut down? I mean, you would think that they can crank that power to the top to power the bank, but whatever. So, Megabyte jumps out at it. He makes a weird surprise face, and Megabyte goes through the bang hole, after what's collected, it means like a big hole in the a big U-shaped harness thing is empty. The Megabyte falls through that and it clings to a wall, and he hisses like an animal. And Bob ends up going back to the diner to show off the Megabyte. And then Cecil does his famous Terminator vision to talk about his to get like a bunch of insults to buck up when we're at the bar, like in the Terminator movie. Now let's skip over this part where we get an introduction to Nibbles, a pet what the hell is it called? Little slug creature, a junior entry. No, yeah, novels. No, normally we just this pet note, but it turned out that it's a very special note because it's his father, or should I say, it's his father. Because we run in the show, it shows that this note is the remnants of what happened to Roman Matrix, the scientist who pulled Gigabyte into mainframe, and therefore created Hexadecimal and Megabyte. So in a weird fashion, he is their father, but not biologically or psychologically. I guess that's what you call it, because they're from the net and stuff. So with that, we're also introduced to Enzo's famous phrase of the mirror, which is basically code for awesome or cool or hip or groovy or something like that. Thereabouts. And that he says this when Bob offered to let Enzo play with glitch. At first he shows him how to do like a hammer and a flashlight. All we have seen was glitch hammer, glitch flashlight. But then he picks up a jackhammer. Why he picks this, I have no idea. But in the meantime, Bob puts the magnet, I'm assuming in a lead case on the countertop in Dot Diner. And to which he felt on the floor being thrown with his seat, to where Dot giggles like this. Now I think this is like a coy type of a romantical gesture, if you will, you know, between the two of them, saying that she likes him, so she does weird shit to him at times. Which is fine, you know, they end up having a relationship later on, but and that's my thing. So then during the jackhammer sequence, you show the thing shooting on the edge. It's a magnet case, and long magnet comes out of the case and goes right to Doc's forehead and fragmentates her. Now, I really like the effect that they do with this, and I like the voice effect that they do with it. Do like a glitch type effect for it. Now, I will say that I like the effect of the way it handled glitching with her going through, goofing, if you will, and she does like see-through parts of her body, like her eyes and teeth are still visible, so it's got kind of a creepy view to them, and yeah, everything else pretty much good, you know, goes see-through. So that they could actually shape the butts of the people that program this stuff, because we all know what would happen if it showed just see the clothing, and it wouldn't be to adjust the sensors with the programmer that knew aspect. But that's just the point. Anyway, they find out Lu Fang, which is kind of stupid because he played that stupid game Pong, even though it's a match life and death. That they have to find out that food, the slow food, will save Dot's life by stabilizing her. So okay, so you got the food in cycle 31. Now, I think in the future episode they do a thing where they do cycle 31 like this horrible, creepy, run down, scary type environment, which is fine. But right now, you just got to go down there to go get this yummy food. Now, then they go into the level 39, which the sector, you know, because of mainframe and stuff. But although the program in lower in the pug that they use for the Pong game, the Pong, they have like living sprite, a zero sprite in there, you know, that one. So I don't know if it's normal or if it's we lives or whatever, but it's funny. And the end of the game looked like Bob launches this puck at his forehead. I don't know if that's against the rules of the game, but that's that. Anyway, we get the introduction in this episode that Alex and his flow server. I don't think they give him a name, but it's funny because every time the server guy says out, you hear that L? What? It's only me or my father. We're aggravated. We say, what? What? Anyway, so they end up playing with this wordplay, which is a real cool design characters in the number of sprites. and he says, why is everybody so afraid of the number 7 is right? So some guy says, because 79, that's like a grown-up joke. But then they make up for it with another one. It says that, when Bob wants to go for food, it's gonna take a really long time. It's like a number. See, he gets the number and he calls and like 4,000 whatever number, and it's really high up there. So the guy says, what number you checking there? 3. So it's like, oh my god, come on, hurry up, we've all been there. Like in Beetlejuice, in the wooden room. And then they have Bob tackle the number each right because he just got some food. And he says, can I have your food? It's a matter of life and death. So the guy says, no man, I've been waiting on this food since I was 4 years old. 4. So that was like kind of clever and funny. And so then Megabyte goons come in, hack and slash. These two really hilarious. Even though in the later episode they can fly, but whatever. So then they threatened to bash the joint and give a Bob right away. To which Bob said the server guy took his food to get rid of your buddies over here. And the guy said, I thought we paid to make a bite right now. That's expensive to try again. Oh man. So he offered to get rid of the guy to change the food. And he cheated them out. And they follow him outside. And wouldn't you know it, a gang comes by. Now, before I continue with the discussion of this episode, I gotta bring up this point that I kind of forgot in the last video, in the last two acts. Like, now, I'm not sensitive to seizures or anything, but I can work it out. What would trigger somebody else with that? What would be bad for them? Like Star Wars, for example, well, lightsaber, flashlights, and all that. Porygon, the Porygon episode of Pokemon, any video game, pretty much. But for the most part, I don't think that there are many episodes within game worlds that would trigger some else like that in Reboot. Now, that being said, should this TV show come with a episode warning for a few years, especially when considering that the GameCube walls have flashing lights in them? That's a good question, would somebody be triggered from this? I don't want to see people actually do this to test it out, but that's a good question. So the two minions are teaching Bob, which is told on by a vid window, which good effect by the way for when he goes through the vid window, do make a by vid window, but rather than going through it to make it by himself, it goes through, slides through the window and disrupts it. So they show they say, we're gonna make it. And they cut the Megabyte looking in the vid window at the situation from afar. And he said, they're not gonna make it. To which then they smashed up wall. It's very funny. You know, 'cause Megabyte is like kind of the realist, and Hack and Slash more like the optimist. We can do Smash. So this game mode is more or less a watered down version of Warcraft or Dungeon and Dragon, where the hero had to rescue the princess from the castle. So it becomes like a race between um, Bob and the fight this White Knight. I know he's supposed to be the hero and stuff, but he wins and the White dies. And the princess is actually taught. So then when he reboots into the Gold Knight, it's just a little takeout thing of food, kind of a little satchel or a bag that many people would have. That's kind of clever. So then they have like then if you could get dragon satchel would make it to the internet is just faster. Now this game quickly becomes a Panzer Dragoon, which I never played before, but I hear that fun. You battle with dragons, you fly around with dragons, so they can do fireballs and stuff. Which is actually really clever because they use Al, you know, Al being the guy that handled the pyrotechnics some dragon, and you got the server guy being the player talented donkey or a horse with people inside it and stuff. And Bob is over there told what to do and things. So it's the two guys flying with Bob on and I helped, on the on riding him like a horse, and the White Knight is shooting fireballs at everybody, and and you see them do kind of maneuvers. Remind me of Independence Day a little bit, which this show predated that movie. Shooting to the canyon and going back and stopping and stuff. So the guy goes up ahead and just like a loop on top of him and stuff. To which Alan, his server guy, builds a fire beam at him as he cools down to kill him. And Bobby wins at night dodge. Now the game does end even though you think the when bad guys are dead. And that comes into politics too. Now I like this because it showed that but Bob goes into the castle to rescue Denver. He fights a skeleton knight. Much like that. He's in the Overdose. I just saw by the way the movie. And he cheats a little bit because he uses click to go into the skeleton cage and transformed into a big icon. It's a wham, and it blows up the skeleton from the inside out. So then you have to climb up that very long and tiresome staircase, and it's winded when you get up to the top. This is a real good distance. because it shows that normally you would expect to see Dot there, because Dot was almost dying at the diner. And they do a very clever thing. They have her voice. They have a big microphone that Enzo has. And Enzo that Denzel does have, which is kind of clever. Because Dot would be the Wednesday, but no. She's over there fighting off the white knight. Now, I like this idea because it shows that Dot can stand on her own feet, and she can use his butt, digital butt, or because, and it just so happens she has female anatomy, so she's a woman, and that's pretty good because she's not like rubbing it, and everyone sees like, haha, I have tits, and I was able to beat this guy. So there, man. You do like any other character kicking butt. You just happen to be a woman. I like that. And she looks good to new too in that armor set they give her, and it shows that that he ends up knocking out his icon in the middle there with her sword. He's got the mace, which Bob said, he could defend Dot. He could, I don't think so. That's a trademark line. I don't think so. To which the White Knight said, screw you, I'm gonna knock you hard. And he breaks his sword with his mace. To which, I forgot what happened to somebody knocks his icon up and it weakens him. So then Bob said, go for the weak spot. I would think that these people would know this by now, but still. Anyway, so Dot hammers him with the sword. Again, showing that empowerment thing. Now, I like this because she wins on it a lot. But she doesn't actually win against him. She's still sick. She's still winded. She's still real weak. Not to the point that she dropped dead. She's weak. So, last finishing blow is by Enzo. He throws the microphone at the guy. To which he ends up fall out the window. And everyone cheers. Yay for that. Now, another close to do it when Enzo is in the photo gaga princess in this dress. They show him with the dress, but the dress is rigid and it's conical shaped, so it's like he's too short to reach up and run with it. So he's like in a stationary position while everybody else can move around and stuff, which is like pretty nice, pretty funny. And he revealed the front of it like a curtain, so that was kind of funny. So when the game rises, they do a very clever thing where Bob congratulates Enzo is fighting, and he congratulates Dot on her bravery and stuff. It turned out that Dot and Al were partners, and that the food that he'd been holding for his partner in the beginning was actually her. So there's that. I forgot to mention, but still. So Megabyte comes by and he demands his magnet back. Again, how do you make it? We have to destroy the entire world of the city. So Bob actually opens up his side uh, pocket and gives up the magnet without any other protection from anybody else behind you. And then he just chucks it at Megabyte. Now, before I get into where I had Megabyte, there's a part in the game world where he goes into the castle, and we both thought he faced a skeleton and someone dropped into it. Spike. He shouts out something with B. B is something, not B a T, but B something. Maybe it's a pole or something like that. I'm not sure. But he does. And and Liz ropes him into the castle. From flying on the dragon. So then, then you see Glitch chucking his name at Megabyte, and he showed him de-resing and the sentence that happened not pretty much. But the thing is that this Glitch going up for hack and slash while he's being de-resed is used a lot in the opening shows for this show. Kind of like what Dragon Ball Z and in the beginning episode, the beginning sequence being for the movies and stuff. So it was like kind of weird to see that. He did one of the big bads of this show is being defeated, but he eventually come back up in the other episodes. In the next one, actually. So, Lethal Hulk gets the cliff building or whatever, and Hack and Flash go in after him. Now, this is really funny because in future episodes, they can fly. Like Peter Pan, fly to the happy thoughts and they fly. So I don't know why he just rubber rocks at the Megabyte. It's really funny. And I would like to imagine they do like a big puff of smoke like in the wild kind of cartoon. That was, and everyone had a big laugh at the end. Now, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. It was fun to watch. I'm sorry if I missed anything, but yeah, I recommend you check it out on YouTube or something. Quick in the Fed, episode 3 of season number uno. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more of me and my videos and such, subscribe to my channel. Or if you want to contact me directly, you can always use my cell phone number at 631-707-3707. Or if you want, you can Twitter me. It's a verb, but you can tweet me at PNelsonPro. Or if you want, you can email me directly at JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. That was JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. Now, Next episode will be is one of my favorites. It's in my top 5 episodes. The Medusa Bug, and I can't wait to see it. It seems like they're doing like a 1 megabyte, one extra small, 1 megabyte, one extra small episode. Bad guys, but we'll see it when I get to it. Well, it's one of my favorites for a reason. I love the episode. So aloha, I salute you guys. Have fun and enjoy the show.